process. From molten steel to precision-rolled rail, we follow the extraordinary American manufacturing process. Every mile of American railroad begins with something far heavier than the train itself: the steel beneath its wheels. Before rail becomes a finished product, its raw material must be carefully controlled for chemistry, cleanliness, and consistency.
Inside the mill, steel begins its transformation when controlled electrical energy drives the temperature high enough to create liquid metal.
Rail steel is engineered material, and its chemistry must be controlled before the first meter can ever be rolled. Small changes in temperature and alloy composition can determine how the finished rail behaves under millions of wheel passages. The liquid metal now becomes solid steel, but its journey is only beginning. Before rolling, each steel billet must reach the precise thermal condition needed for controlled deformation. Now the red-hot steel is ready for the process that will give it the unmistakable shape of a railroad rail.
At temperatures above 1,000 degrees, enormous rolling forces begin transforming solid steel into the basic geometry of a rail.
The steel is not simply flattened. Each pass carefully controls how the material flows into its final cross-section. The railhead must withstand repeated wheel contact, making its geometry and material flow critically important.
The narrow web connects the massive head to the base, creating the structural geometry that allows the rail to carry enormous loads.
The final profile distributes wheel loads through the rail and into the track structure beneath it.
Every dimension is checked, because even a small deviation can affect wheel contact, fastening, and long-term track performance.
Cooling is carefully controlled because the thermal history of the steel influences its final strength and internal stresses.
Before the rail is tested internally, its surface must first prove that the rolling process produced a clean and consistent profile.
For demanding freight service, carefully controlled heat treatment can increase resistance to wear where wheel and rail meet.
The critical challenge is controlling how quickly heat leaves the steel, because uneven cooling can create unwanted stresses. Once the thermal cycle is complete, the rail must cool evenly before engineers can examine what lies beneath its surface. Ultrasonic waves allow inspectors to search inside the steel for flaws that cannot be seen from the outside.
Modern railmaking is designed to find imperfections before they ever reach the track.
Samples from production are mechanically tested to verify that the steel performs within its specified engineering limits.
Only after the steel passes every inspection does it earn the right to become part of America's railroad network. After inspection, each rail is precisely finished, so separate sections can later become one continuous length. After inspection, each rail is precisely finished, so separate sections can later become one continuous length. A strong rail joint begins with two perfectly prepared ends.
Alignment is critical because the wheel must eventually pass across this joint without encountering a sudden change in geometry. Instead of adding a separate filler metal, flash butt welding fuses the rail ends together through heat and controlled pressure.
The weld must become part of the rail's original profile, leaving no abrupt step for the wheel to encounter.
Every weld becomes another checkpoint, because one imperfect connection could compromise an otherwise flawless length of rail.
By joining individual sections, the mill creates long, continuous rails that can later be installed with far fewer field joints.
The steel is finished, joined, measured, and ready for the next stage, becoming the track that will carry America's heaviest freight.
Making the rail is only half the job. Sections this long must be moved without damaging the precision engineered into the steel.
From the mill, the finished steel enters another enormous logistics system, America's railroad network itself. Here, the factory's precise steel meets a completely different engineering challenge: the ground beneath it. The rail can only perform as well as the earth beneath it, so the foundation must be engineered before steel ever arrives. Drainage quietly protects the track from one of its greatest enemies, water trapped beneath the structure.
Thousands of tons of crushed stone create the resilient foundation that distributes train loads and allows water to drain away.
The ballast is shaped with millimeter-level precision, because the finished track must remain stable under repeated heavy loading.
Now the foundation is ready, and the precision steel can finally become a working railroad.
Now the finished steel leaves the transport system and becomes part of the track itself.
A train depends on two rails maintaining an exact relationship, even while the ground beneath them changes with temperature and load.
The fasteners lock the rail to the sleepers while still allowing the track system to respond to thermal movement.
Before trains arrive, the completed track geometry must be verified to ensure smooth and predictable wheel guidance.
Continuous welded rail has fewer joints, but its thermal stresses must be carefully managed as temperatures change.
The objective is simple: keep the rail stable through the temperature changes it will experience during decades of service. The final geometry is created by precisely positioning the ties and compacting the ballast around them. The track is now complete, but its real test begins when thousands of tons start moving across it.
Now comes the test that matters most: putting real freight weight onto the steel.
The remarkable part is not that the steel survives one train, but that the entire track system distributes these enormous forces again and again.
Only a small contact area connects each massive wheel to the rail, concentrating enormous forces into a carefully engineered interface.
The secret is not one component carrying everything. The load is shared through the entire track structure. Under a heavy axle load, the rail is allowed to flex by a controlled amount, rather than behaving like an absolutely rigid beam.
After loading the track, engineers inspect the steel again to make sure extreme service has not created hidden damage. Heat changes steel length, but a properly installed continuous welded rail system is engineered to manage those thermal forces.
The test reveals the real engineering truth. The rail does not survive alone. The entire track works together to carry the weight.
A railroad proves its engineering not during a single test, but through millions of repeated wheel passages. Every wheel passage leaves information behind, and maintenance crews use that evidence to detect wear before it becomes a serious problem.
Grinding removes small surface irregularities and restores the intended wheel contact geometry before defects can grow.
The stone beneath the ties is constantly maintained, because it is the layer that spreads train forces into the ground.
Even the strongest rail depends on thousands of individual connections holding it in precise alignment.
When weather turns severe, drainage becomes part of the track's structural defense.
From freezing winters to extreme summer heat, the rail must accommodate thermal movement without losing its carefully engineered geometry.
The strength of the system is measured in decades of service, not simply the moment the rail leaves the factory.
The rail that began inside a steel mill is now part of a network designed to move enormous quantities of freight across an entire continent.
The secret is load distribution. Every axle transfers its force through a carefully engineered chain beneath the wheel.
Under extreme loading, the rail experiences measurable stress and deflection, but within the limits for which the entire track system was designed.
At bridges and other structures, engineers pay special attention to transitions where different materials respond differently to load and temperature.
The railroad must perform through heat, rain, snow, and freezing temperatures without losing its essential geometry.
Modern inspection systems continuously measure the track, so maintenance can happen before a small deviation becomes a major problem. There is no single secret material. The remarkable strength comes from thousands of precisely engineered components working together. From molten steel to a continental freight network, every stage is engineered around one goal. After passing through every stage of engineering, the finished rail becomes part of a system built to move extraordinary weight across America. Every wheel places concentrated force onto a tiny area of steel, yet the track repeatedly redirects that force into the ground. The weight is never carried by the rail alone. It is transferred through an entire engineered foundation.
When every measurement is within specification, the construction zone finally becomes a working railroad. Now the steel faces its true purpose, carrying thousands of tons safely, day after day, year after year. What looks like two simple lines of steel is actually one of the most carefully engineered transportation systems ever built.
And this is how a railroad is built. From molten steel into a track strong enough to carry America's heaviest freight.